Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed my previous sessions on this topic. And in this session, I'm going to discuss a couple of other very important things. So one is how to generate classes with the functions, and second thing is like a very important thing that is how to utilize the keyword outline. So an outline is nothing but kind of options which we are using to raise our query. So earlier we are generating that query manually. So in this case, by utilizing the outline keyword, let us see how to generate that outline using ChatGPT. So then there are three important stages in this process to generate a script. One is to utilize the outline keyword to generate the outline required options for that specific query. Then we generate the code, required code for Maya. So then we can take that code to Maya, modify it, and bring it back to ChatGPT. That also we discussed in my previous videos. Then we are going to generate a test code. Test code is nothing but once particular class is script is generated, we need to test that code, like how it is performing, any issues are coming. To check that particular script, we need some test code also. We can go ahead and see all those things in detail. So before jumping into the topic, let's go and check what the latest updates are on ChatGPT page. So the latest thing which I observed is like the history. Now we can see it over here. So in my second video of this series, I was discussing. I was expecting one more feature, like some kind of tabs will be created here. The moment we create a new thread, that time we can see it as a new thread. Now it's a new chat. So the moment we click on new thread, I was expecting tabs over here. In my second video, I hope that it will be available very soon. But within no time, next 2 days, I have observed that now ChatGPT is providing us a chat history. So these are all the chat history which I made earlier. So now we can go and check those things very much in detail. Now we can save our chat history or delete it. We can rename by specific name, we can save it. So that means we don't lose our whatever the search we made here, whatever the chart we made here, we are not going to lose it moving forward. And not only that, what are all the options, various options available, we can go back and see those things also here. Yeah, see those things also here. So I was discussing about this one, like a test code. Just now I am going to discuss. Test code is nothing but this one. So normally main code will be generated over here. In this case, let us say progress window is generated, that class. To test that progress window, we need to create instance and start using that instance, do some work over here. So we have seen this is nothing but a kind of test code. Use this class, you can create instance of progress window class and call the update progress. So whatever it is writing, we are going to test these things by using this test code. So this is the third step in our process. So yeah, before jumping into discuss about these outlines, what outlines are exactly, let me go and explain a couple of things. So in this session, I'm going to use one of the important thing in our process, tool development process, is like a progress window. So what progress window, what it does exactly means, like whenever we are generating, we are running some particular function from our UI. Let us say in this case, I'm going to, for example, this JSON file is empty now. I'm going to export these weights at a times. Now in this case, it is very much fast. Okay, so now it's generated. It's very much fast. But in certain cases, what will happen? You may have to wait for 2-3 minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes we can see when rendering is going on, we want to see the progress, like how many frames are rendered, is it already broke. Certain information we can get it from this progress window. So this is something like we can use it while exporting skin weights, even while importing skin weights also we can use it. Yeah, certain things it will select those vertex. So while importing skin weights, it is going vertex by vertex and it is selecting that specific vertex also. But at a times what will happen if the mesh has like a 1 lakh polygon and all, the process may took 5 to 10 minutes in some cases. If your script is very much faster, I know it is very fast, but sometimes you have to wait and see and watch the progress how it's happening. In those times we need this progress window. So some time ago, very long back, I have written this code. So what it does, it will start the progress window. Then it will update that progress bar over here. So this is the code I have written earlier. Then it will end the progress. So once the task is done, it will end that progress, right? So this is something which I have written earlier, but something which I am missing in this case is like I want to see the remaining time. So we have to calculate in a reverse way. First, it has to do 2-3 steps. Then it need to identify how much time it is consuming for each step. Then it will calculate for 100 steps. Then it will give us like for remaining process how much time it is going to take. We can have that. So finally, we are going to discuss progress window, how to make it. In this session, we are going to explore that by using these 3 steps like outline, using outline, generate the outline, using the outline, generate the script. After a script is generated, we need to go and test that one using the test code or something like this here. Okay. Now we can go and check these 2-3 examples here. So in this case, it is very basic progress window which I have created using ChatGPT. So in this case, what's happening? It is a simple progress. It is not showing any what process is going on. And another one, if we run it, so it is a bit faster. It is giving progress and cancel options also. We can see it one more time, but it's not showing like what's the remaining time. Then I am keep improving my main query along with the required options or functions. So I have used outline also in this case. So then I tested the same code over here. Now it seems to be this is something which I need. So it is showing like what's the current function going on, and remaining time we can see here like how many seconds it remained. Okay. So let's go and try to understand what the outline and how it helps. The outline is something like it helps us uh, it helps to raise better query to generate Python script function or class, and we can take the opportunity to go and edit that outline by adding new lines or removing existing lines based on our needs. Then once we have the outline in place, so what we can do, we can see how to generate the script using that query along with that outline. Then we are going to discuss a couple of other things like in my previous modules. In my previous modules, what are these like how to use that start progress then update the progress then ending that progress window also we can see. Along with this, we can see one more example like save the scene with the version up while versioning up. So that also we can look at how this outline will be created and use it in our search query. Um, this is something useful for those who want to learn Python scripting. ChatGPT is also one of the places there they can quickly do some tests, and from their experiments they can learn some stuff over here. Okay, what we'll do now, we can quickly go over and see this is something which I have added estimated time remaining to query the remaining time when I have added this functionality in my search. So it has given that option. So normally what we are doing, so earlier what I was doing, I am preparing, I am just writing the class. Earlier I was writing like a Python script or Python function. This time I'm going to show how to generate a class with some functions. So normally whatever the code we are writing here, so same thing we are taking over here. So here I'm just adding like a script for instead of write Python class, I'm using provide an outline. So that's the difference. We can go and query that. So right now, first without any format, let me just try out this simple thing over here. So instead of writing script for, I am removing just this one, and let us see what it is going to return. So it will say that it will give the general process like a kind of outline or a procedure. So you need to go to Maya and go to file and select a file save scene as. Somehow it will give that way, like a save scene version up in Maya. So now I don't want this one. I want to outline for writing a script to do this kind of job. So what I am doing, so now I am keeping these particular words in my search. Let me try out one more time. So it's saying now like you can go use these functions like. So sometimes what will happen based on your initial query, rest of things will be it will be listing out. Our initial query should be this itself. Okay. For that, what I am doing now, I am going to delete this one, and I am going to start fresh thread directly with save script for save scene to version. So what it is doing, again, it is explaining some general things like what I want, this is not the format. So I can go ahead and change my little format. A required format I can ask this way, like arguments and a description. Okay. Now let me go and try this one more time. So in this case it may generate this code also, but at this point of time we don't need this code. We can still look at it for our reference. So this is not something I'm looking for. So let me go back and try out the same thing with this one, like so let me try out for this one first. Provide an outline, script for progress window. I can so now we can see this is something I am looking for, script for progress window. Sometimes what will happen, how you initialized this conversation, based on that rest of the things will happen. So it is giving some sample code also, roughly how it may look. So this is the thing, you can go ahead and use this one. So in this case it has returned as like camel case letter. What if I want a snake case letter? So in that case what I can say, like instead of arg I can say like arg name and description. Okay, arg name and description. I am going ahead and trying out this thing. So let me try out this way. So this time I am asking for a required format is like arg name and description. So let me initialize new query one more time. So instead of giving everything, what I can say like required format. So let me try out one more time. So due to some reason it's not working. Earlier it was working fine. Maybe we need to figure it out a way. So instead of using that one, let me try out one more time with a fresh copy. When we initialize 2-3 times, what will happen? You may see a couple of available options. One of the option which I got it is like something like that. Okay, this is something which is useful for me. So this time what I am doing, instead of writing manually this outline, I am using this outline here. Like so, let me try out this thing. Whatever it has returned, same thing I am using it here while writing a Python class. This time I am asking to write Python class. So let me clear this out. So now it's writing a tool like exactly what I want. So I'm asking to write estimated time remaining required code to test progress window. And all the requested features are something like now it is including all those like title, minimum and maximum of the progress bar values. We can interrupt this function or not. So something it is doing that way. So we can include required functions also, specifically if we want like increment, step, or process, end process, or interrupt, or anything. So now it's giving me the code for testing that script also. Um, just a minute. Okay, what I'm doing now, I'm going to copy this code. Let me paste it over here. And then I'm copying this code also to this code is for testing purpose. Okay, let me run and see what it's going to do. So this is some error it is raising. Now I found a way like so I need to use these codes individually. So that's how I can get a camel case in this case. Sorry, snake case in this case. So it's saying like get current file and extract the version number, increment version number, construct new file name, save as new version. We can go this way. Suppose if we want camel case, we can try it out this way also. So whatever the format it is requested, it is going to give us in that way. Suppose if we don't want these single quotes for each on both left and right side, we can go this way. We can just remove these two things. So we can go ahead and try it out. So when we are typing this one, it is something related to main query and it will update the same. So maybe I can run one more time completely. So that's how we can get it. Either we need camel case or lower case. Lower case means snake case letters with underscore. So now let's go and check our final one. So we are going to, so now we have got the outline. So after that I have added different things like a version separately, additional requirements separately, required features or functions separately, chart name, whatever it is I have given. Now let me go and copy this completely and try it out. So this time it's querying the file name from the open file. So then format it is prefixing, sorry, predefined format it's taking MA. So it's versioning up. So initially starts with some version number, it will go this section, or otherwise it is just appending version 2 here. Some error, regenerate it again. There is some network error again. Let me try it out this way one more time. So it's renaming Maya Save Simplus. So some time ago I have got some other alternative here. So this one. So yeah, I opened this file here, skin export. Let me go here. This is the script with a little minor modifications. I came over here. So let me run this code. Currently the version number is 1 over here. Yeah, now it's updated to version 2 here. We can see it. It's saved as a version 2 here. And there are other things. Morning I was trying like a progress window outline I tried. So when I tried with PySide 2, it is giving so a little brief. Then I tried one more variation without PySide 2. Then I will keep trying progress window PySide 2 I have tried. So write Python function. So it has given me a simple function here. Then later I included a definition like options I have included. So that's how required features when I have included. It has given me a progress window in detailed view. So now we can go and refer to our previous chat at any point of time. Yeah, that's it guys. I hope you enjoyed this session. Yeah, keep exploring these things and you can find it, it is very useful. Thank you guys.